Okay, let's continue on with a little bit more Castlevania Circle of the Moon. We are headed over to, well, initially to the Eternal Corridor, which we're going to take all the way over to the Chapel Tower, which is sort of on the opposite side of the map from the Machine Tower, so from the upper left going to the upper right. And of course we're going to kill every single thing in between, well, getting poisoned, but oh well, just for the sake of continuing to grind. Now we will probably be pretty overleveled for the Chapel Tower boss, the Goat Demon Adromelech, but the next boss after that, there's pretty much extremely little area between the Chapel Tower and where the next boss is, so being overleveled is kinda good, since we'd otherwise have to spend a good amount of time grinding in that intervening area. Also, first we had the Fox Archers, now we have the Hyena Riflemen. So it's just kind of pulling out all sorts of anthropomorphic characters to fire projectiles at us. And I'm really terrible at facing werewolves, it would seem. Just get you out of the way, so we don't have to deal with you. Ow. I jumped right into it. I am always doing that, but instinct can only get you so far with that kind of enemy. Well, instincts and reacting to what you see. Ah, yes, right up here. There's a thing for later on. We can sort of get a little amount of the way up there, but... Oh, hey! Oh, never mind. We can only double jump the one time, so we cannot climb infinitely up the wall, so that'll be for later on. I think the super up jump is either the 7th or the 8th. Yeah, I think it is the 7th thing, since the key to that one locked door where Dracula resides will be our 8th item. Axe on the rebound. Totally forgot about that. Okay, good, we're at full hearts. And we got a save room right in through here. And we're gonna head... It looks like we're gonna head down that way. Sort of go around, then down, then back around. Get over to the Eternal Corridor, finally. I think that is a place we could have been able to get into earlier, but don't quote me on that, since I'm not honestly certain. Of course, I say we will kill everything, and then we walk right by a whole bunch of skeletons, since they don't really... Well, no, we don't want to go that way. Should be right up here, then, yes. Just double check on the map really quick. Okay, yes, that is all... Everything else in that tiny little area will all be for the final Dracula spot. Okay, don't want to go that way. Head down a bit further. And we should be able to get up that right area there. Assuming we can avoid all these damned gargoyles. Not that they're likely to kill us, but still, they are a bit of a nuisance. There we go. Oh, crap, 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 crap. Didn't quite mean to do that, but sure, that works. That's the ectoplasm. Did we face... We may well have faced ectoplasm already, I kind of forget now. Either way, though, it doesn't curse us, so it doesn't matter overly much. No. Daggers, never allowed. Don't know if the Gorgons can turn around in this version. We'll probably... okay. Yes, they can. Another question is, can we stand on a Gorgon? Not in this version, no. Oh well. Well, that gives us a mind restore, so that's kinda nice. I know there are some of those card combinations that eat up mana like the Woe. Flame Demon. Didn't know we were already up to the Flame Demons. That's a bit painful. Hopefully there's only just the one in this area. Kinda hoping he would drop something nice for us, but... oh well. Ooh! Werebear! And what is that behind... oh, Beast Demon. Forgot about you. I think they're called something else in the other versions, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Fortunately, neither one of these is particularly tough to kill, so... maybe that's due to, you know, being so over-leveled, but... hard to say. No, we don't need any Flame Whips right now. Doing just fine otherwise. Yet another Cotton Robe dropper. Seems like there's an awful lot of those things. Crap, another Flame Demon and Holy Water, which we don't need at all. I wonder. No, it just does less damage. I kind of expected that to heal him, but... oh, that is new. Kind of a good thing we have the slide in this one. Or can we destroy these with the whip? Yes, we can. Okay, yeah, stop that. You stop that right now. Okay, yeah, you enjoy yourself. I'll be elsewhere while you do your flamey demony things. Hey! Okay, we just hit 19. Okay, let's see. That leads down... aha! That leads down to the rest of the Eternal Corridor, which we don't really want to... well, no, there's a secret room here, which has some nice hearts for us, so... freaking ow, man. We'll just collect our hearts and be on our way. There we go. Yeah, one more Gorgon to take out, and another Beast Demon. Oh, okay, one more pair of the two. It would be nice if we had that backdash ability, but we'll have to wait for Harmony of Distance for that. Because I'm pretty sure that has it. And, oh hey, before we head on further, one other thing, we can access a third warp portal. Yes. Okay, so that's all well and good. Well, and one moment, map checking. Oh, apparently there are only 5 of these warp areas in total, so I'm a bit surprised by that. Usually they have a lot more than that. You know, usually it's almost 1 per area, even. Well, we are, you know, nearly done with finding warp areas. And that'll be nice for later on when I eventually get around to going back and getting all the secrets. Ahem. 2 times is quite enough of that. Any more than that, and I would probably have to get out the, editing snips and, you know, start removing total failure. Yeah, okay, we got a nice little dead end over here with all sorts of goodies. Or at least a goodie. Which we can't even reach at this point in time, so never mind. Yeah, never mind that. Figures that they would deny us a nice HP raise. That was close. Oh, he's at the top of the other staircase. Okay, so here we have a nice save room. We can finally stop worrying about being at 0 health, practically. And go ahead and take on the new... Okay, we have a dancer... No, bloody sword. Thought it was a dancing scimitar, but apparently not. Okay, 2 hits for the bloody sword. Okay, got another exit here. Oh, requires the heavy ring. Don't think that's what our next item is. Could be, but I think that's gonna be another one of those much later on sort of deals. Okay, I think we slid into it, so that works. Bloody swords are surprisingly effective. But they can be, you know, distracted easily and sent to the wrong location where you aren't, provided you have actual room to dodge them. Okay, let's see. So that's a plain wall. So it hits up against the audience chamber. One of those little other spots where we can get through. Taking too much damage, but doesn't really matter overly much. Another save point 2 rooms away. And I guess they knew that the bloody swords would probably take a lot out of you. That was not good at all. Okay. Let's see, so we do have another area up here in the upper left, which is worth checking out. See how much we can access with our lack of any sort of... Oh, I see. We can access basically none of it. So many leather armors. Okay, so that's definitely right out. This part of it, at least, we can get to. Oh, and it's got a beast demon. How lovely. Timing. Power of save states. Okay, one more beast demon here, which I think we're just gonna ignore for now. What are you guarding? Oh, more MP. Not ideal, but I'm not gonna complain either. Still ignoring Mr. Beast Demon over there. Now, head on up. We have, looks like, one secret room in here. And we will actually start caring about avoiding all the bloody swords. Oh, so it was a thing that it dropped. How about that? Arm guard. Magic gauntlet versus... slightly higher defense, so... sure. And yeah, we'll stick with this setup for now. Okay, killer dolls. I stand corrected. Marionettes do in fact curse you, and in this game the curse is that you cannot attack. Good to know. Cure curse. How literal. Okay, here's our secret area. Well, they're loading us up with MP, but we still don't have all that many good card combinations to make use of to use that MP. Okay, and just above that secret room is our next save room, thankfully. Don't have to go too much further while worrying about being at minimal health. Definitely more worried about the bloody swords than I am about the marionettes. I wonder if we will find a recolored version of the marionette actually called Killer Doll in this one. Or if the Killer Dolls will just be what they call them in most of the other versions of, you know, like Harmony of Dissonance, Dawn of Souls, etc, etc, etc. We all know the list of them by now. Oh, hi Thunder Demon. Kinda missed you. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, that lovely easy EXP. Oh, Air Panther. I guess some panthers might not be entirely jet black. Not really up on my large jungle cat knowledge, but I would have figured that'd be more a were jaguar or a were cheetah than a were panther with that particular coloration. Also, ow. Oh, I thought that was its final hit. Oh well. Still not too concerned. We get a save point before the boss, so it all works out. Okay, should not be jumping directly on top of them. That's not going to solve anything. That I'm okay with, given the number of hits that we got in. Okay, so that is our way to go. That leads back down. So another easy Thunder Demon kill. I am okay with this. Yeah, yet more magic gauntlets. And pretty much armor entire like garrison with the number of magic gauntlets we have so far. Let's see. Hey, what are you doing respawning? That's gonna be kind of difficult. Did not mean to load there, but hey, sure, why not? It works. We'll go with that, although that's as high as we can go. Oh well. We made a stab at it, and, well, not gonna get too much further than that. Let's see. Okay, so that's all like that. Looks like there is a secret room in the upper right area. Got a little ways to go before we get there. And suddenly, skeleton bombers, the very first creature you meet in the game. Why they're up here, I'm not entirely certain. And there's our secret room spot. You can make out the distortion pretty easily there. Let's see, how close are we? Level 20, 5,800 to go. Well, there was a slight interruption there, but... yeah, what can you do? Probably actually not gonna reach level 21, you know, before we reach the boss. Sort of would have to do a good amount of grinding in order for that to happen, I think. Especially when all they're giving us is skeleton bombers. Let's see, I think that goes forward, and yep, that goes back. Sort of a, if you fall, you get to do it all again kind of moment there. Oh, yeah, that's totally a thing that you can do. Didn't quite mean to hit that combination of buttons, but did not end badly, so sure, we'll keep it. Marionettes are really no threat whatsoever. Basically, in like none of the games in the series are they ever really a true threat. They're just sort of always there, and sometimes they curse you, sometimes only the recolor form that you meet later in the game will curse you. It's always hard to say. And more interruptions, 1 second. Okay, excessive interruptions aside, let's actually continue on. Where was I? I don't even remember anymore. I think this... well, there's a new enemy here, so this probably is the way to carry on. No, we don't need any cursing, thank you. Yet more interruptions. This is beginning to get bothersome now. Okay, finally back. It's like somebody taped a sign to my back that said, "Bother me today." All the interruptions. But we are fairly close to the next boss, so, you know, I'll be able to actually move on to something else. Unfortunately, there are things up ahead which will restore health, so how much damage we take now does not really matter much. And I still managed to get hit by the freaking were-panther there. Not entirely certain how. And that's a secret area that some people may miss, but it's kinda hard to see the little discoloration there when you're only thinking of getting past all the hyenas and were-bears and were-panthers and where everything else is. Yeah, don't care, don't care, don't care. There's a save room just up ahead, so it doesn't matter how much damage I take, still. And I still need to get another level before we head in for the boss. So, what are we at? Oh, and you should do it, then. Well then, I stand corrected. Looks like the werebears are not as nice in the EXP department as the demons are, like that thunder demon was. Okay, so just one more room before the boss, and we're 31 freaking experience points away, so let's just go ahead, pop down here one last time, and kill one more thing. There we go. Don't care about the rest of you, you don't matter. I just wanted that one level. Probably gonna have to do some grinding before the next boss, but what can you do? Okay, let's go ahead and face, finally. Oh, right, cutscene. You okay? You, back off. This is my trophy to claim. You! And, well, we don't even get a choice. We get walked into the room to face Adramala. Or however you would exactly pronounce that. Are we poisoned now? No, apparently we are not poisoned. Okay. Kinda figured the floating purple things would poison us, but I'm going to ignore all that and not take so many pointless points of damage. Well, 24 is okay. Okay, so skulls, let's see. Yep, skulls are easily dodged by just getting out of the way of whichever direction it is they're going in. Stupid flame bursts, not so much. And I guess if you're lucky, you can also jump over them, but I really don't recommend that tactic. And yes, of course, the flames have to be homing, so, you know, very hard to dodge in that way. At least the skulls are a nice, easy one to get around. Can we actually kill these? Looks like we can, yes. Good to know. It would be nice if we could put a stop to some of his attacks instead of just trying to dodge everything, but not much we can do about that, I suppose. And some other variations on this boss will have you also attacking his hands, or I know there was a very, very similar one in the PS2 version, Lament of Innocence, where he would also drop, I think they were like maggots or insects or something along those lines that you would have to also deal with at the same time. Must you always do the damn fire one? Why can't you use the skulls? Okay, I guess it's time to use a potion unless we only have one. Now, we have two, so... And they only heal 20? Why did they think that not having a store in this game would be a good idea? We can just hope that we get some high potions or whatever they will be in this game at some point soon, because those potions are goddamn useless. And we can't even attack them out of the sky. We have to dodge them. Not freaking cool, game. Not cool at all. Will you die already? Thank you! Awesome timing. So, that takes care of that, finally. And the head dies, and everything else stays in place. And you've got a nice little swirling vortex of a neck, which will stay there swirling the entire time through. So that takes care of that. We get a nice MP upgrade. And all of those statues, all over the world, are now smashed. So we no longer have to... well, slight interruption there, but we have cutscene. Damn, who asked you for help? I couldn't just leave you, could I? Dramatic point. Don't think Don't think that you defeated it. It was the power of that whip. So we've got the typical jealous partner, or, you know, training other person in training. Yeah, well, pretty much guaranteed that he will be either killed off epically by one of the actual villains, or he'll become one of the actual villains himself. Oh, right, where am I going? That would be all for this section, so, you know,